Duties as a citizen of state. Today's lecture is based on owning being a Pakistani and being a Musliman. What responsibility does it entail having these two identities? So we have to, there are certain duties. We have to vote. The only weapon, sir, excuse me, sir, the only weapon we have as citizen of Pakistan, the only weapon is voting. We have to cast our vote. The weapon we have should not be a Kalashnikov or bodyguards and killing people. No, the only weapon of an educated, learned, intellectual being has to be voting. We have to cast our vote irrespective of the political parties that are on the scene. Obviously, being informed of government duties, we have to know our rights. I was in America in 99, perhaps 98, 99, and when I used to go to an office somewhere, a public office, I recall when I used to go, if I've come here, I'm meeting someone, there used to be a board over here, and it used to read your rights, your rights. Yani I could read my rights, that I should be, if I'm standing here, I should be, attended to. If there's a telephone coming, ringing, no, if she's talking to me, that person, she will keep talking to me, etc. This is very important, knowing your rights. Government representatives, country, world developments, domestic conditions, pay taxes, obey the law. This is very important. Stick to the truth at all times. This is God's fundamental requirement from us. We have to stick to the truth at all cost. What is the truth? Truth is here, which is called the conscience, Zamir. Every individual, be a Muslim, non-Muslim, an atheist, but if that person is a human being, has a mechanism set by God Almighty here, which is called a conscience. The conscience can never, ever misguide you. It can never. This is God's claim in Surah Waqia, Nafs al-Lawwama. It is something that pricks you. If you're standing alone, nobody is around you, you do something wrong, your heart will skip a beat, which means, it will prick you. You do something good, you will feel elevated and elated. That's how. So sticking to the truth is there at all times. It is there at all times, beckoning you, making you realize you have to stick to the truth. It is our sweet will whether we want to stick to it or otherwise. So, this is very important. Making an impact, this is a great thing. Impact means making some contribution. Let me dwell a little bit on this. See, we have these pursuits, different pursuits of happiness, pursuits of professional excellence, pursuit of making money, and etc., etc. These are great pursuits. These are all allowed by God Almighty, of course. But there is a greater pursuit, sir. Pursuit of impact, where through our lives we make an impact in the society, be it amongst our family, my wife, my children. The first impact has to be there, and then moving outward. You, mashallah, dear sir, you are very blessed. Let me tell you this, because amongst the 22 crore people, very, very minute percentage have access to university education. You are one of those who have, God Almighty has bestowed this bounty on you, that you are university qualified professionals. You have to make an impact in your own environment, in your own circles. You have to be accessible to the people who are looking up to you for guidance, for help, for assistance. So this is impact which is so crucial. This is the only thing that matters in your life, let me tell you. Because all other things, sir, have been catered by God Almighty. Your good education, your good, mashallah, jobs, your good, grade 18, 19 are big grades in Pakistan, mashallah. But from your end, what do we need to do? We need to make an impact in the society, positive impact. a good legacy, that when we die, we leave behind a good legacy, that people, kind of remember us in good terms. These are 9 things: justice, freedom, equality. We must adhere to them. This one, sir: diversity, self-restraint, self-respect, the need of the hour. What is diversity? Diversity means they're Hindus, they're Muslims. For instance, coming down to Shia, Sunni, Barelvi, Deobandi, all these stuff that we have in our country, this is called diversity. As I told you earlier, sir, this is God's design. There shall be difference of opinions. There will be sects. There will be different religions. We have to, this is the second word, we have to exercise restraint, self-restraint. If we disagree with someone, howsoever the high level of disagreement, we have to exercise restraint. हम उसको बुरा ना कहें, दिल में भी बुरा ना जाने. This is against God's desire. And obviously self-respect for us, ourselves, for the other person also. Your degree is just a piece of paper. Your education is seen in your behavior. Very, very important. Action speaks louder than words. Very simple statement. There are certain things we need to develop. Our actions should match our words. Let me tell you something here. The test that we are in here, the test called life, this is a place of trial and tribulation, azmaish ki dunya, trial and tribulation. The trial is very simple. One, it is of the knowledge that you get of something. Ilm ka ye imtihan hai, aur sirf ilm ka imtihan nahi hai. Sir, ilm ke saath amal ka imtihan hai. The information that we get about something, the truth that we have access to, the existence of God, the existence of Muhammad alayhi salam, Qur'an, 5 times praise, not telling lies, usurping the rights of others, not to usurp rights of others, looking after your family, your like orphans and your family and parents, etc. ये है इम्तिहान असल में. इल्म के बाद आपका अमल कैसा हुआ. So don't let the degree be a piece of paper for ourselves. Let it be seen in our behavior also. The most important thing that we can value is our character. जिसको character की बात समझ आ गई, उसकी life overnight will change. I mean, character. I remember in class 8th, pre-internet days, we used to, when you used to come across some books of quotation, etc. So there was a quotation which I still remember, that when wealth is lost, nothing is lost. When health is lost, something is lost. But when character is lost, all is lost. So we really have to learn to value the importance of character. Important practices. It is never too late to learn. Whatever the age we are in, we can be. I am 59 now. I still love to learn. It is something that I hold very dear to my heart. So we still need to set targets for ourselves, have role models, seek inspiration from good people. Time organize. This is a great habit. Reading, because Mark Twain says a man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. यानी उस एक इंसान को आप पहचान सकते हैं उसकी ज़बान से. यानी एक अच्छा इंसान गाली नहीं निकालेगा. हमारी एक आदत है ना, गाली से बात शुरू करते हैं और no. A learned person will use good adjectives. सिर्फ अच्छे अल्फाज यूज़ करेगा habitually. उसकी आदत होगी. This is very significant. Yeah. Then, since Holy Quran declares Hazur alayhi salam having uswa hasana, so really we need to emulate the Prophet in his actions, not in our jazbat. I am very sorry to say here, please allow me to say here, we really messed up in this regard. We claim to be lovers and of Prophet alayhi salam, but believe me, sir, we don't follow a single injunction of what the Prophet has left for us. I mean, we'll break the bus screen, we'll break the windscreen of the other person's car, you know, destroy properties, public property, when something goes against the Prophet ﷺ, which the Prophet has actually never asked us to do. So we have to have good manners and etiquettes. मैं आपसे बता दूं सर, हमारा एक ही इम्तिहान है, एक इल्म और अमल, यानी जिसको आप अखलाकियात कहते हैं। हजूर अलैहिस्सलाम की बड़ी सिंपल स्टेटमेंट है, जिसके अखलाक सबसे अच्छे होंगे वो जन्नत में सबसे ऊंचा दर्जा पाएगा। ये सारी बात यहाँ ख़त्म हो जाती है। और देखें, उस एक और हदीस है, whoever is caring, loving, respectful towards his wife and children, हजूर ने फरमाया क़यामत के दिन मेरे साथ इस तरह होगा, दो उंगलियां करके। So really sir, our field of, you know, akhlaqiyat, morality, good manners, etiquettes has to start from my wife, my children. I cannot bypass them and go to another city and, you know, start speaking something good. No, I have to, it has to start from my family. Yeah.